I just bought this 100-year-old building right here for $1 million, and I want to take you on our journey as we transform this into a video game store. All right, guys, so I want to take you inside here. So this building is in Long Beach. It is a 4,000 square foot building, and I just want to take you in. We'll take a look at what's been going on in here so far. So as you can see, this is in construction, demo / rebuild mode right now. So we're at a stage right now where this is going to be the retail store, but we're in the stage where this will be all slat wall going up. So we have painted it so far. We're putting up slat wall. You can see the flooring isn't done. We will end up having carpet tiles that go in here. Eventually this will look like there'll be counters here that'll go down, and then these rooms in the back go kind of into storage, which we'll take a look at. But as you can see, it's still rough. This has been about, to get to just this stage when we bought this has taken probably about, I want to say, 4 months to get here. Initially, this was a thrift store that was in here. This was filled. They had left everything that you can imagine that a thrift store would have, from clothes to desks to dressers. And it took us a long time just to clear that out. Then we had to, there was a wall that was actually right here. So we had to take this wall down. There was some electrical that had to be moved. That was before we even got into the process of what we're doing now. So along with kind of doing a tour of the space, let me just talk about who we are. This is going to be a Retro Games Plus store. There is 5 of them currently, so this will be a 6th location. And initially, I was kind of just looking to buy a building that was going to be a warehouse building. We do a lot of online stuff, whether it's like Whatnots or eBay, and needed more space. We've been operating out of the back of one of our store locations in Huntington Beach, and it's just so tight. It is stacked like floor to ceiling. We can't move with anything. And so initially it was, again, just to find warehouse space. But in the process of looking for space, and I was looking to buy, because we've rented for a long time now, we rent all of our other locations. And the idea with this was, well, if we're gonna buy a building, why not just open a store and then have warehouse space with it? But to give a little bit more of a tour, this is some work that we're doing right here. This is gonna be all glass. So this is gonna get taken down, and you can see this is glass storefront that's up here. And then this will end up being more glass storefront. So going for permits on this right now with the city of Long Beach, which is a whole thing in and of itself. This here was our retail space. This is going to be a store fully functioning. There'll be glass showcases, registers, all of that. But again, the main reason why we bought this building was really to have more online space and warehouse space. So let me take you back here and we'll take a look. Actually just got done installing these door handles. So these are all brand new doors. Again, freshly painted, we got slat wall, but this here, which is a pretty unique room, it's probably about, I want to say, maybe 600, 700 square feet. This will be all online. We'll have like a shipping area here. As you can see, it's kind of like a makeshift. We're doing stuff, just working in here now. These floors were absolutely terrible back here. I mean, they were gross. They were painted. The front room, which we'll go into a minute, had just glue all over it. So they did this cool thing where they like diamond grinded this down, and it gives it this cool old look. I mean, these floors are 100 years old. They came out beautiful with these squares. This is something they used to do like 100 years ago, I guess, but even the flooring guy was like, man, these floors look beautiful. So we added some cool touches, which is like our yellow. This is like mezzanine space up top. But we have the yellow, and those are, of course, our colors, the blue, yellow, and white. But this is a really functional online space. So I'm gonna take you into another area of the building. This actually is just kind of like a little in between. You can see the retail store is there, and then coming through here, this will be kind of like, I want to actually like hang a bunch of like our original artwork from like some of the expos we run, like SoCal Gaming Expo and Retro World Expo. This isn't really functional space, but it'd be kind of cool to just decorate this with stuff. Oh yeah, there's a light. Bam, light. Bathrooms, nothing special about bathrooms, but these were disgusting. I mean, when the building was purchased, this was just gross. This is all redone. So it's nice to spend some time in there, all nice and time. All right, so let me take you into this room. This space right here, this door opening was not here. So there was actually 2 tenants. There was a thrift store that was there, and then this was like a church group that had this space. And so this had to be cut open. I actually just took like a Sawzall and just went, it's all nice and framed in now, but this was not here at all. So put this opening in, And then this space, this is gonna be, it's kind of like a unique space. We put in this kind of unique lighting up here, and the thought with this is kind of like an office. We do run a lot of whatnots, so we might do some whatnots in here, kind of like a hangout room. I bought a pinball machine. Yeah, I'm excited about that. That's a Godzilla pinball that'll go in here. Maybe some other gaming stuff, maybe some other arcade machines, possibly podcast space. This goes out to the front, and this is all glass. So we'll probably end up having blinds. And there's actually like a crazy echo that goes on in this room right now because there's nothing in here. But as you can see, a work in progress, like currently just built this out, been over there working with the contractor and working on some grout and stuff like that. But everything is brand new. I mean, everything from the plumbing to all of this, none of this was here. And these floors, again, were absolutely gross. So we're gonna take you back into the retail space. That'll be a door here. Again, this will kind of walk into like our counter space, right? Which is nice, so we have like access into the back. But obviously this is a video game store, so we have some of our inventory underneath here, buried beneath all of this sawdust, which is here from really cutting and working and stuff like that. But we do have some initial inventory. Pterodactyls. I think they might have some games in here. Oh, a Lego set. Got that. What else do we got in here? Oh, there's some games. So we have started bringing over some inventory, but not a ton. Kind of like a lot of like our filler stuff. In anticipation of opening up a new store, obviously you need inventory. So we have a whole storage unit that is just jam-packed full of stuff. This is just handfuls of stuff. We got the cool Cars TV over there. Been in the mode of buying kiosks and signs and display and stuff like that. Because up front here will probably end up being like arcade machines, there'll be kiosks, I always like doing that. And then display signs throughout are always nice. Oh, there's one. It's a pretty good design, or a good sign. Yeah, just more inventory. This is all like just action figures. So we need lots of filler. You know, whenever you open up a new store, I need action figures, I need games, Pokemon cards. These are a couple other cool ones that I picked up. Look at this boy, the World of Nintendo sign. This one is actually awesome. I've had this now for a while. It's a Commodore Computers sign, which is an old boy. Look at that thing, huh? Light up, I think the guy told me it works. I've had it so long, but that'll look cool, like hanging from the top. For all the Commodore fans out there, shout out Doug. Oh, here's another cool sign. I forgot I even had this one. This is an original Nintendo sign. Let me see if I can take that out. That's a cool one to show. All right, so this is an awesome Nintendo sign. I honestly forgot that I had bought this, but this is an original one. I think it says original Nintendo sign in there. They made a lot of remakes of this. I actually want to plug this in. I kind of remember seeing it when I initially bought it, but let's see how it looks. Bam, look at that. That is beautiful. So I have no idea kind of the entire layout yet of the store, but these pieces always add a lot to it. As you kind of like build things out, kind of like map it out in my head where things are gonna go. So like this sign, I have no idea where it'll go, but it does look good up against the white. So just gonna dig through some other things in here. It's like a little gotcha ball machine. Dang, super dusty now. And then let's see what else we got in here. Probably more games. Tons of games. Oh dang, I found these. I've been wanting to display these for forever. All right, I'm not gonna find the bases because I think they're down in there. But these, does his arm come off? Let me see if I can get them. I'm a big Spy versus Spy fan. So these are gonna probably, I wanted to kind of put these on my desk. Spy versus Spy guys. There's a white one in there too. The black one and the white one. These guys were awesome. I found these at the flea market a while ago. Oh, I'd taken a trip to Japan. So this was like, wanted to hang this. Little like Japanese. I think I got this from the Nintendo store in Kyoto, Japan. All right, let's see what's in this box. Oh, 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 oh. I haven't looked in here for forever. All right, Simpsons figures. Looks like this box is all Simpsons stuff. That might be all figures. I think there was a cool, oh, this is a cool piece. Let's see. Some cool, look at, dusty. That's the problem with keeping inventory in a building that you're working on. That was before we covered it all with plastic. Sega Saturn. But again, this is only just like a minor little bit of it. We have a whole storage unit filled with stuff that's gonna kind of fill up the whole store. You know, this building is in Long Beach. Actually, I've grown to love Long Beach more and more. I live in Huntington Beach and I have a store in Huntington Beach, and then I have a store up in Lawndale. They're about 45 minutes apart. This Long Beach is right in between, probably about 25 minutes. That's just a little storage area. Put this new gate on and then put this new fence. This was all new fence. One of the benefits of being here is actually the post office is right here. So for shipping, we get to have the post office right here. We can literally just cart things out and go right to the post office. But again, Long Beach is a beautiful city. I love it. It's kind of eclectic. It's got a lot of like vintage history. And there wasn't many video game stores here in Long Beach. So kind of really love the area. There's a lot of good food. One of the downsides of owning a building. Look at this beautiful thing that was not here 2 days ago, but nice, not really nice at all. Somebody just graffitied up our beautiful fence we put up, so I'll have to paint over that. This is gonna be awesome eventually. So this here is going to end up being a huge mural. One of the benefits of being in Long Beach in this area, it's kind of like an arts district area, but this will end up being a huge mural. And I've worked with a local artist. His name is Old Dirty Roshi. He's actually a graffiti artist in LA, and he already came out here and looked at it. And so we're putting together some ideas for like a beautiful mural on this, which will be like, you won't be able to miss this, and it's gonna really just like make the building pop. So I'm super excited for that. All right, so you got a good little tour of the building. Super excited. It's been a lot of work, and excited to kind of finish up the whole project. I actually love doing all the construction. But why buying versus leasing? I've leased the 5 other stores that I've had. I've been leasing for 15 plus years, and it has been a major outlay of cash over the years. I couldn't even tell you, it's probably been over $1 million in rent that's been paid between all the stores. It's not cheap. The costs keep going up month over month too. So really, I was kind of just tired of leasing. Wanted to buy something. And so it took me a long time to go out, the whole process between finding a building, identifying a location, working with the realtor, financing, everything, to really pin down a site that worked for us. And this building, I think is gonna be perfect. And as it's progressed, it's coming together, and I really love the way it's coming together. And it's only about maybe halfway done. You know, the main thing was just wanted to own something and really just have a home base for everything that we do, whether it's expos or video game stores or the online. Even for me to just have an office would be nice, because I've been working out of the back of the stores for 15 plus years now. That's been my office. Go here. Coffee shops is another one, or even working at home. So I have a home office, but to finally have like a home base where it can kind of function, be with the crew, just have a desk would be nice. So I'm excited for that. And just kind of excited to be here in Long Beach and really just grow with this community here in Long Beach. Because I think the store will add a lot to the community here. And even as the people we've talked to as I'm walking around, everybody asks, what's it gonna be? What are you doing here? And I say, tell them what it's gonna be, and everybody's pretty excited. Some people are like, what? I don't know what that is. But that's okay, they'll find out and they'll love the store. But there's a lot of kids around here and the community is great, and I think it's gonna be an awesome location for a store. So, we bought $1 million building. It will be a 6-store location. It is a lot of work. I know that. I actually love it. This is probably my favorite part of opening up a store is this. I feel like initially this is kind of like a happy place for me. I'm in here a lot of times alone, just painting, touching up, working on things, visualizing it. And what will happen in a few months is there'll be a grand opening. Our goal is hopefully by January 1st. We're in October now, so we're shooting for that. And then what happens at that point is it kind of gets turned over to the community. And when the doors open and it's open to the public, I feel like I kind of retreat into the back room a little bit. The community gets to enjoy it. So buying the building, yeah, a lot of risk. I think it'll pay off. I'm super excited about it. I hope you follow us along on the journey. I'd love to do more of this as we go along and kind of capture it. And yeah, stay tuned for more updates as we go along.